welcome to Connected to India. I'm Punam Sharma and you're watching our special coverage on Kalaa Utsavam. Today we'll be meeting Singapore's most well-known entertainer, along with someone who has carved her own niche as a writer, director, actor and yes, stand-up comedian. Together they'll be bringing to Kalaa Utsavam their show Disco Sheela and other Indian Superwomen. Let's welcome Kumar and Sharul Channa. Kumar, Sharul, welcome to Connected to India. It's a pleasure to have you both here. Disco Sheela and other Indian Superwomen. A lot of punch has been put in this title. Yeah. Tell us about it. What exactly it is all about?
It's about Indian women, different Indian women, different age group, what obstacles they go through, and because there's a lot of women in Singapore, especially like Indian women, who are actually struggling in a lot of they're so scared to move on. So we have characters like Disco Sheela, who is just a girl who lives for her own rights, and then we have Auntie Sunita, who is just trying to live a life because her kids have left her. Got married and left her, husband passed on, and she wants to be connected, you know. And then we have this young girl who thinks that she don't want to be connected to Indians. So which is everyone is going through that, every phase. And then we have Malini.
So Malini's thing is that she's trying to get back into the workforce after having 2 kids, and she's feeling like, how am I going to write a resume?
Yeah.
It's in a cover letter. And then our women, because it's difficult for women to come back to the workforce after they have kids, because of course Singapore, we're having issues, we have got pay inequality, so there's so much. So Malini's going, how am I going to move on? Not only am I Singaporean, I'm also Singaporean Indian. Where her mother's the one saying, why do you need to go back to work? Your husband has a law firm. Why? So there's so much of prejudice, and so that's why it's Disco Sheela who is probably the one who's found her peace, and other Indian superwomen, because they are trying to find their peace, but still they're superwomen, because I think it's very difficult to be an Indian woman.
Because I had a difficult writing my resume even for Grindr.
Through the route of comedy, you're picking up these socially relevant topics. Did you find a need to tell this story? Did you think that it was time that the story should be told? Like you're saying, people generally want to talk about it, but they don't.
Absolutely, Punam, because what happens is when we do stand-up, it's generally set up punchline, set up punchline, set up punchline, and the need to make people laugh is like they've paid money, so you have to make them laugh, right? But now this new genre of comedy is coming up where you bring out your own stories and still pack a punch in it. So when people are laughing, they suddenly learn, they realize. Like for example, one of the characters, she's having an identity crisis, right? We send our kids to school. So many of them are like, I'm not Indian, I'm white. Or I'm not Indian, I'm Chinese. Because they don't want to feel Indian anymore, as if it's a, you know. And so we're trying to find out, for example, why this is for that person. Maybe in their place it's fine, you know. So we're trying to pick on the tragedy of the situation. Because when there's tragedy, there's comedy. It's a very thin line, right? And so we're trying to say, this is the tragedy of the situation, this is the comedy of the situation. What do you get from it? You know, what do you learn from it? And maybe that's why we're doing this different genre of comedy.
Kumar, how was it directing Sharul? And how, like, of course, the play is going to be out and we're going to watch it in Kalaa Utsavam, but this journey that you both are taking together.
We are not just, we're actually good friends. We are like pals. So it's so easy to we just work on it, you know. This is not even work actually. It's like we just sit down and we talk and we just, okay, you do this, you do that, you do this, you do that. So it is really great because Sharul is like one of my first attempt to direct. So this is the best place to be, you know, because it's
easy or difficult to direct 4 Sharuls in one play?
No, it's easy because Sharul is can multitask. Women can multitask.
Women can multitask.
Men cannot. That's why I'm sitting on a fence.
Being directed by someone like Kumar is so important because he comes with so much experience. He's met so many people throughout his life, which is why sometimes when I don't relate to it, you know, Kumar tells me that, you know, these are characters that exist, I've met them. And then the research happens, you know. I mean, certain characters are based on people we know. Or a mixture of people we know. So it's literally documentary theatre, which is put into comedy. It's not verbatim, so I can't say that someone is specifically a certain character that we are basing it on. But it's 4 or 5 people mashed into one.
You have been an entertainer for over 2 decades now, and you have seen Kalaa Utsavam evolve as well in the last 17 years that the festival. Yes. So tell me, how do you see this journey of Kalaa Utsavam of last 17 years as a platform for Indian arts and culture and giving an exposure to local talent.
Which is really great, but I only wish the Kalaa Utsavam would go to the Heartlanders, because Heartlanders find it very hard to come to Esplanade because it's expensive, and Esplanade, the concept on people's mind of Esplanade is high, so I will not fit in, you know. But when they actually come in, then they realize, oh, actually it's okay. We as Heartlanders can also come. It's not so shishi and atas. So I really wish they would reach out more to the Heartlanders, because that's where the heart is. That's where people want, the older generation, the younger generation actually want to experience this, but we are not reaching out. But it's been great.
Yeah.
And this is your second year with Kalaa Utsavam.
Yeah, it's your second year.
Yes. So what makes you keep coming back to Kalaa Utsavam, and what keeps Kalaa Utsavam coming back to Sharul?
I think money.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And important point.
Yeah, that's what feeds you. Yeah. I would like to do a classical dance for Kalaa Utsavam.
Classical dance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm
Can
trained,
I do the
trained
drum?
in it, you know.
Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you should do Bharatanatyam, right?
Yeah, but never mind.
Okay.
At
You should
this
do a
age,
Bharatanatyam performance.
At this age, yeah, if I dance, my legs will be on its own. So, what's your experience second year?
Okay, so the thing is that I think this is where, as Kumar said, I think we need to go to the heartlands, right? And this is where maybe they have sort of gotten new artists like me, who are up and coming probably, to come in and give our perspective. And that's why the tickets are $30. I mean, anywhere else, theatre outside, they'll be like $40, $50 for such a performance. But now there are discounts for elderly folks, NS men. I don't know why they put discounts for NS men though.
Yeah, why? Huh?
I would let them in for free.
Okay, put them into my house for free. I mean, to wash the plates and do a bit of laundry. Bringing Sharul in is a brilliant idea, because now they're trying to show that we want to expand our audience. We want to show that, you know,
we do different kinds of art forms.
It's actually coming of age, you know, your kind of comedy, your kind of topics that you're choosing. It's definitely new age and connecting to a newer audience.
Yes,
absolutely.
Definitely.
They asked me, can you bring something in? And I said, Sharul, it's Sharul. But this time, they have to come in and say, we want to be Esplanade Presents, which is nice, sort of, you know, and which is where I said that, you know, then there's only one person who can direct me. And they're like, who? Kumar. Will he direct? I said, he will be fantastic at direction. And so that's when, and you know, he said yes.
Well, you both have excellent chemistry, and we're really looking forward to
I love your haircut.
show.
I need to cut my hair like that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just got
I like
compliment
that.
just towards the end of the interview, which is always nice. Thank you, Kumar. Thank you, Sharul.
Thank you,
and thank you for being on Connected.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.